$176 at Kmart caused a woman's mortgage extension to be declined. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee. I want to have a look at this article from news.com.au because, well, a woman was asking for a mortgage extension and it looks like it was declined because of one simple purchase at Kmart. Now remember when they were giving mortgage holidays out like candy? Well, perhaps this has come to an end. So, a New Zealand woman said, okay, so was it in New Zealand or Australia? If it's in New Zealand, were they giving out the mortgage holidays like candy? A New Zealand woman says a New Zealand $187 Christmas shopping trip to Kmart in Invercargill has prevented her getting a mortgage for urgently needed repairs on her home. Kim Anderson-Robb is one of many people being tripped up by new changes to New Zealand's Credit Contracts and Consumer Finance Act, the New Zealand Herald reports. Oh boy. So this is probably, they want to tighten access to credit to stop the runaway housing market, or is it to keep people safe, from their own stupidity? The change, which were intended to protect, there you go, vulnerable borrowers from loan sharks, means banks have to crack down on applicants' spending before they can approve loans. There you go. So the bank, this is what you wanted, everyone. This is all the people who are calling for more regulation and more intervention. The bank has to get into your personal life, your personal spending habits. Anderson-Robb and her husband needed to make urgent repairs to their home in Dunedin in New Zealand's South Island late last year. It needed a complete rewiring after asbestos was found in the fuse box, and the deck, which is the only way of accessing a house, was completely rotten to the point we will probably fall through it soon and needed to be replaced. Anderson-Robb said, well, okay, I see this. I think go to your local hardware shop, buy some decking, and do it. The bathroom also needed an urgent upgrading. Well, okay, upgrading isn't an essential repair unless you have mold going everywhere due to leaks. Put up with it, okay? Whoop-de-doo. It doesn't look pretty. It's a bit old. That's different to urgent repair. That's you can't afford it. You don't need it. Deal with it. My mother was telling me back in the day, and we're talking really far back in the day. I hope she doesn't watch this one. She'll get angry. She was living in a little one-bedroom apartment in Austria. She didn't have a bathtub. She just had to use a tub from the sink in the little kitchenette to bathe in. That's what you did. Have we all gotten so soft we need all these precious and pretty things? I think a lot of ways we have. We're a little spoiled here these days. The couple have a $63,000 mortgage. That's nothing. And many years of work ahead of them. They wanted to increase their mortgage by $80,000 to get the repairs done. That makes sense. The 53-year-old applied to her bank, which she'd been with for nearly 20 years, but was declined the loan because of a trip to Kmart in Invercargill. $100 spent at the warehouse and a credit card she's not used for over a year, she said. Bank staff also queried her husband's daily trips to the dairy to buy a drink for when he was at work. See, it's New Zealand, guys. New Zealand's turning into a socialist shithole where they're going to control every aspect of your lives. You can't even go, the party says you can't get the money because you go to the dairy to buy a bloody drink every day. Come on. Seriously? For me, it'd be all about my bloody Bunnings trips. I was talking to a mate yesterday and I admitted to him I have a problem. I'm going to try and get all of the Ozito battery-operated tools, and he admitted to the same problem, but with the Ryobi tools. So there you go, I'm not alone. She was incredibly shocked and bloody frustrated when the application was declined. Well, this is what you get for voting for paternalistic leaders. We had a mortgage for 17 years, never missed a payment, never asked for a mortgage holiday. So I'd say we're a pretty good customer, she said. Go to another bank. Find a broker to deal with. She's a support worker. I thought that she and her husband, who works on a poultry farm, live financially comfortably. We were on good money, but they declined our application because of a one-off trip to buy Christmas presents and a bloody drink. It's stupid. There you go. That's paternalistic government right there, getting in your business, guys. Do you think the banks want to go through this shit? No. Sure, there are probably some anal retentive people that love the power rush in there, but that's not the banks. They're just problems. Okay, and there are a lot of them around, don't get me wrong. That's how we get into this stupid mess anyway. This is the type of stupid shit that happens when you have people calling for the government to protect everyone. Okay? This is where you see people protesting, we need government intervention, we need them to save us, help, help, help. This is the shit that happens. She'd almost given up on getting a mortgage and the couple would have to save up instead. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's probably a smarter way to do it. The new rules were incredibly hard on homeowners, and she felt for younger people trying to get for them into the market. It's so bloody tough, and I really, really feel for them. Well, there you go. Multiple people in similar situations commented on the Otago Daily Times report about the rule changes on Thursday. Another Dunedin woman, who declined to be named, said her mortgage application was declined because she spent too much at restaurants. Well, that's probably true. You probably are. You guys need to watch Dave Ramsey and get your shit together. No, what are you having, daily coffees out? I mean, shit, you think they'd do me for my 7-Eleven problem, guys? $1 coffees? She needed a loan extension for urgent repairs on her roof, and her husband's combined annual income was $200,000. A bank, which she'd been with for nearly 20 years and had 2 mortgages with during that time, told her that they're spending too much on eating out and therefore could not lend her the money. It's bloody ridiculous. Do they expect us to live like monks? Yes, they do. You're in socialist New Zealand, guys. Congratulations. Oh, and if you're under a certain age, you can't smoke anymore either because you voted for a horse-faced woman that just wants to take care of you. The couple would spend 3 months watching very carefully what they spend money on so they could go to the bank and try again. What you do is just take out cash and don't tell them. See, this is the problem with crypto, guys. You know, crypto is going to be revolutionary, change the world. It means that they can track every single dollar you spend. Same thing with digital currency. We're seeing it here. Don't get me wrong, it's convenient. How could they see if it was cash? After those 3 months, we'll be straight back to the restaurant, so what's the point, the woman said. Well, maybe if you didn't go to the restaurants, you wouldn't need to borrow money from the bank to do this. Now, let's have a talk about this, guys. Paternalistic rules brought upon by government affecting people's lives. This is what you get. This is when you let it grow too big. This is when you move away from people being personally responsible for their lives. This is the type of shit that you have. Okay, guys, that's it. Come on. Seriously. You get what you vote for. Tough. Maybe you shouldn't be going out to the restaurants. Pay for stuff yourself anyway. Oh, well, there you go. There you go, guys. Check out this last video. I'll find one about people getting mortgage holidays just so we can compare how it was some time ago in Australia to what's going on now with the poor Kiwis. Take care, guys. Have a great day. And I will see you all in the next episode of HeiseSays. Bye for now.